we went in the pub one day and there was a beer on called Trouser Town. And we asked the guy behind the bar, what's this about? And he said, oh, yeah, Hebden Bridge, it used to be called Trouser Town, like years ago. And he said, well, if you go on the internet and you read about Hebden Bridge, one of the first things that comes up is apparently it used to be called Trouser Town because at one time it used to make 20,000 pairs of trousers a week. And so the fact that I had no experience at all of the trouser industry other than having bought some trousers and not really any idea about fashion other than just stuff I liked and bought from TK Maxx, and that was about it really. And so I went to see Spencer's and walked in there, you know, dead chipper, and asked them if they'd make me 500 pairs of trousers, and they said no. There is one factory left, there's one factory in Hebden Bridge. I was like, yeah, whatever, and just sort of walked out and thought, right, well, I'll find it then. And so I went home and just started on Google, just looking, and this place kept coming up and it said Melbourne Street, and I thought, I'm sure I know where that is. So I put it into Google Maps on the computer, and it was 3 minutes walk from where I was sat. So I put my coat on and walked up the hill and knocked on the door and nobody answered, and climbed up the stairs and knocked on another door and nobody answered, and climbed up another set of steps and saw at the end of this corridor there was a light on. Walked in and opened this door, and there were all these fantastic sewing machinists there. All right, love, what do you want, sort of thing. And I said, yeah, I want to buy 500 pairs of trousers. Oh, well, better get Richard in then.
That's good. That's because you work very hard.
What's really funny is that we haven't actually done anything clever at all. Some people say we have. Some people say we have the audacity to charge £110 for a pair of trousers. That's ridiculous. Bloke said that from Halifax last night on Facebook. How can you charge 110 quid? I said, well, they're made by local people in a mill in Hebden Bridge with the best cloth that you can get. But I think just sticking with trousers is the best thing. We have one pattern, obviously the different sizes, but one basic cut that we use, then we just use different fabrics to give people different options. And so keeping it kind of tight, I think a lot of companies try and spread themselves too thin. I don't want to have shirts and hats and bobbles and merch and all that sort of nonsense. I just want the core product. Nothing fancy, you know, it's just really good trousers in those sizes, in those cloths. The problem when you're trying to order 500 pairs of trousers, you've walked in and you said that, is you haven't got money to pay for 500 pairs of trousers. But I'd seen and I'd backed a few things on Kickstarter, and Kickstarter seemed like the ideal thing for this. And at this time we'd been talking to them about how many can you make a week? Oh, we can make 176 pairs, right. Okay, well 50, that shouldn't take them that long. It was like, well 50 pairs, if this factory is, you know, if it's going to close, 50 pairs of trousers a month, that's not going to keep the factory open. We need to do this properly. We need to sell a week's production. So all of a sudden you've gone from 50 pairs to 176 pairs of trousers that you're going to sell on Kickstarter. And we were on the phone and you know, within seconds we sold a pair of trousers. And then there's another pair gone. And then, I mean, in the first minute we probably sold 3 pairs of trousers. So that was, you know, sort of 4:30. I wanted to get back up to Hebden Bridge, so I went to the toilet, came back. By the time I'd come back, we'd sold 8 pairs of trousers. Got into Hebden about 9 and went to the pub, and we were on, it's quite emotional. We were on about 140 pairs when I walked in the pub, and we just sat there just sipping beers, just absolutely amazed that, you know, there it was, and by like 9:30, that was it. It was all over. 176 pairs of trousers. It's just ridiculous.